When I first joined, it used to be one police woman, or WPC we were called then, per team. And the reason that we were spaced out was there were so few of us, but they needed police officers who were female to search other female prisoners. So it was a lonely time because you didn't have another female to talk to. It is difficult for a woman to join the police service, and it's very, very difficult for a woman who's an ethnic minority to join the police service because there are challenges, and we're not making any bones about that. There are challenges, but the only way you can change an organisation is by being within it. You've got to be there, you've got to challenge those changes, you've got to make the change happen. If you're standing on the sidelines and you're criticising, you will never ever change an organisation.
I was a response team officer in London, and now I'm in firearms. I'm an armed officer, and there's less females in firearms than there is, so that was the change for me. However, they are actively recruiting more and more female officers. They want to get it up. They want the police force in general to be up to 50% females. And I think now it's about 1 in 4. So the change is happening, albeit slowly, but it is happening. In that picture, I was just walking around the terminal like a visible presence. That's quite a big part of what we do, to deter terrorists from the airport and hostile reconnaissance.
So the way I set the exhibition out is to try to reflect each of the individual departments. They can't all be covered, and some are covered in more than 2 pictures. But I try to get a cross-section of the role that women play in the Met today in the various divisions of the Met. As I say, I do the everyday, and the Met wanted a photograph documentary, really. They've got 2,000 photographs in their archive now, of which this is simply 22. They've got an archive of 2,000 photographs for their permanent records of the Met at work. The women in the Met are going about their everyday lives. So I joined different divisions for different days of the project and went round in their cars, on their boats, on foot, in what they were doing, and simply photographed them as they were going on. And my style is exactly that. It's the photographing people in their everyday life without any intervention from me. I always say in my work, the photographer is not part of the story.